Hi everybody, today we're going to do a star card from the Wild Card Cartridge. This is for Emma's Throwback Challenge, and Wild Card was the cartridge that was chosen. So I have the star card, and then all I did was I used, under the advanced feature, I used this little button, which is a hide contour, and I just hid the inside markings because I'm not going to really need those. And then I have just the star by itself, and I did the same thing for this as I hid the contours on this one. And then I have just a liner for the inside of the card. So let's go cut this out. Okay, now we're going to take our star, and all I want to do is I want to get this out of the way because I want to add some score lines on the card. So I want them to go corner to corner. So from this corner to the star edge over here. And I'm just going to use my cutter pea to do this. I don't know if some of you guys know that you can do this, but on the cutter pea, it has these lines on here, those grid lines. You can use your bone folder with your cutter pea in order to make score lines. You just line it up where you want it to score. I want it to go from this point to this point. So I have those lined up on the line, and I'm just going to use my bone folder to trace that line. And then I have one more to go. I just line it up so that I'm going, each point has a line. Okay, just like that. And the reason why I did that is that I want this star to kind of pop out. So I'm just going to fold on these lines, just like this. So we kind of have a 3D star. Oops, I think I skipped that one. Okay, and that gives us that 3D look. All right, now we're going to take our star card. I cut this out in burgundy. Then I have this plaid paper that's going to be the liner that we're going to put inside. And this will go inside the card. And then for the front, we have this 3D star. So we'll just add some glue to the edges of this star. Because it really won't stick in the middle, because that's where it poofs out. Okay, once we have that, then we'll go ahead and layer our star on here, just making sure the edges are stuck down. That gives it that 3D look, you can see. And then now all we need is some ribbon. And we'll tie some ribbon at the bottom. Let's get the star out of the way. And then we'll just trim that up. Okay, but first we're going to ink this star up a little bit. And I'm just going to use a slightly darker ink than the brown that I used on here. And I'm just going to ink the edges a little bit to give it that distressed look. Okay, and then I'm just going to ink the lines in the middle to make that 3D really pop. Now, I'm just going to put You Shine, a stamp that says You Shine, on a piece of white scratch paper. White scratch paper, white leftover paper. And we're going to ink that in a darker brown. And then we'll stamp that. And we'll trim that up, and then we're just going to pop dot that right here. Let's move our little tie just a little bit to the right. There we go. There's our card from the Wild Card Cartridge. Thanks for watching, everyone.